Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you guys like watching rallies and people getting destroyed, then you're definitely going to want to watch this video and wait for the report. They're at the very end. This is 27-14 versus 27-15, and this rally and this pass have been going at it for at least the last probably half hour now. Now, as far as I can tell, we were supposed to get the pass. I'm in 27-14, by the way, and my name is Sin. And we were supposed to get the pass, but obviously last hits matter. So 17 got the pass from my understanding. I wasn't around. I just rushed to get on and start recording so I could get some footage of this. And right now they're holding pretty strong still, but we already can tell that based off of the rally that Jutes, who is our rally leader, and Kingdom Whale is putting up a good fight, and our kingdom is doing an amazing job at reinforcing that rally to make sure that we are going to take that pass. Now, as far as 17, they're still holding strong, but they're at the very end. Now, within this report, we're probably also going to see 2 counter rallies, because that's also what happened during this time, which also got swarmed down. And, I mean, hey, don't take my word for it. I can't wait to see the report. It's going to be the most insane thing, because I've never seen a rally go on for this long. So, all I can say is that once the rally is done, 17 is going to have to go and start attacking right after, which it looks like they're at the very edge. As you can see, more troops are frowny facing out of the way. More and more frowny faces. Whew. I mean, it's definitely insane. I've never seen such a thing. But as you can tell, both are using Charles Martels and Yisongye or YSGs. We also got 15 over there. And 27-15 has another rally helping us out. They've sent a few rallies themselves to try to help beat down the pass. Of course, though, it's definitely not an easy feat when a kingdom consistently is reinforcing, but it looks like 17 is almost done. And if not, they're going to have a lot of deaths. Let's just continue to watch. And by the way, look at that damage. That is... Oh, what's going on here? There's a Richard? They switched out for a Richard in the pass? Okay. That definitely is interesting. I mean, I definitely think that that's just going to cause more deads, which is definitely not a smart move. It's because they're trying to hold on to this for as long as possible, but this is not a very smart move on 27-17's part. Putting a Richard in the pass is only going to give them more deads, which is going to make them a lot weaker in the long run. They really should just cancel on the pass and reinforce their flags. Because as far as I'm concerned, this pass is taken. There is no way that they are going to be able to hold on to this pass much longer. And there is no way that they're going to be able to do anything. And that's not to be mean. It's just the mere perspective of the game. Holding on to an objective is good with Richard, but not in Season 1. You know, if you're going to use Richard, you use him in the open field. You never use him in a flag unless you're trying to maybe, hold on. Let me rephrase that. Maybe if you're trying to hold the Ziggurat, you might, but you can do that with Charles and YSG, so I don't know why you would want to use Richard. If you're going to use him, you'd use him in the open field, really, for the most part. But them holding on to it at this point is just going to cause them to just die. I don't know what else to say. It's funny to watch, but you know, if I zoom out just a little bit, that is the amassed line of forces between the two sides. So you can clearly tell that on our side, with our kingdom and allies, we have way more of a sustainable force based on all those little dots right there that are just going to keep reinforcing and reinforcing. Oh, they finally switched back out with Charles. But I think it's a little bit too late at this point. And by the way, leave a comment down below if you've ever had a time where you either were in a rally or in a fort and it was lasted longer than a half hour. Because before I even jumped on, I was doing stuff around my house, came back on, and this rally and this pass were still going at it, and I was so surprised. I was completely in shock because I was thinking to myself, there's no way I'm going to have time to get this whole recording of any sort of fight for this pass. And it's just still going. But 17's at the very edge. They're not going to be able to hold on much longer. It looks like they're trying to reinforce, I think, based on the flag lines. Sorry if I can't get the full troops, by the way, but there's just so many people that I can't even get the render. They're holding on by the littlest bit. I don't want to get off of the fight and go show something else yet because well, this is one of the most intense fights ever, and I swear the second I go off of it, they're gonna take it, and I'm gonna miss out on that part of it. So all we can do is watch. Another frowny face. Goodbye. And another one. Goodbye. But you know what? Ooh, look at that little bit of frowny faces. But you know what? I'm very happy with the war that's going on right now for this pass. With 2717, because at least they are putting up a fight in the beginning, which I'll show a map later on of what everything looks like after this pass gets taken. I'll do a quick show around of like what the mapping looks like. But to put in other words, we had our war with 2713, and they came out into the field. The fight wasn't very long, I think. The fight for Zone 5 territory lasted about roughly, I think everyone would agree with me, that's from my kingdom, that says it was roughly about 8 hours long. It wasn't really even a war per se, because in my opinion, a war lasts longer than an hour, 8 hours, you know, even 10 or 12. You know, a war is a war. It's going to last days in, you know. In the very least in this game, a war would be, at least in my opinion, a 5 to 14 day stretch before one side probably gives, unless both sides are unrelenting and they are not willing to give ground, and they will go all the way down to the bottom margin to make sure that they're the one that comes out on top. And if you got a kingdom like that, that's a kingdom you want to be in. You don't want to be in a kingdom that isn't willing to go all the way, because then it's not really fun. Because then if you're in the kingdom that just gives way, then you're not really doing much. To me, being in a kingdom that isn't really like pushing all the way isn't a fun kingdom to be in. It's fun to be in a kingdom that's like, we're willing to go kamikaze style and go all the way in. Then, well, let's just kind of play it safe. Like, and I mean, there's a way to play it safe and still be like kamikaze style, I guess. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't know how long I've been recording this video, but I'm telling you, if I started recording at the start of this rally, this would be the most insane YouTube video on my channel of just watching one straight rally, just going right through. Like, I don't even know what to talk about. That's the funny part, because I'm waiting for the pass to get taken so I can show the map, like I said. But yeah, no, just to do a iteration. We had the war with 13, didn't last long. Sorry for my screen. Then that didn't last. Like I said, it was more like a battle. They didn't give much ground, like in terms of like making it easy, but they definitely weren't as strong as we thought they were going to be. Hence why it only lasted about 8 to 10 hours. Because after we gathered our forces and everything like that, it was over. They couldn't do anything except farm kill, because that's what they've been doing for the last, well, let's see, we're on pass 6 right now. So we've had the level 4 pass, then the level 5 pass was a safe zone pass, and that was a few days ago, I think, or like maybe, I want to say 5 or 6 days ago. Yeah, roughly about 5, maybe 8. And then we built more territory, built down to these passes, and now this is where we're at. I just hope that this war lasts longer than the one with the battle with 13, because that is not a war. That is a battle. And if I can find any old reports, I'll show some of that too in this video of people that we zeroed from 13 with WTF Massey. Are they really emoticoning right now? That's funny. I just can't wait for this report. Like, oh, it looks like they popped King skill, which is okay. Sorry for that. There was a, well, kind of a technical difficulty, but we're back. We've been paused now probably for the last, I'd say, like 10 minutes, and this rally is still going. I can't believe it. And in between that time that I was dealing with what I was dealing with, there was another counter rally, which I hate that we missed that, because that was probably like one of the best parts to this whole rally. But no, it's insane, because looking at this, they are so close, and my phone that is recording is at 11%, which is funny. But I can't get over the fact that this pass is holding, or that it's been going on for hours. Well, at least an hour, funnily enough. Like, let's just talk about that for a second. Okay. So, as you can see, we still have quite a bit of ways to go. Kind of glad about the technical difficulty though, because honestly, I don't know if you guys would really want to watch like a 30-minute video of just straight rallies, like rally like time frame. But I mean, even still, this video is already like, I want to say 20 minutes long, gonna be. Their Charles Martel still holding. Our Charles Martel and Esong still holding. I mean, this report is gonna be ridiculous. And we still got all these people in the back here just waiting. They're waiting to go in. And you got all these people in the back here waiting too. But, I mean, they don't have, right now from what I can see, is they got more people coming. But it doesn't look like they have as much as we do. They're also not doing as much damage to us as we are to them. So they are definitely going to take a huge loss. And once this report finally comes through, we're going to get it from our whale Jutes, who is leading the way. I'm trying to see if I can click on the rally. There we go. Yeah. Questionable amount of troops. And then they got their pass. I might even scout it just for the fun of it, because I don't think this pass is going anywhere by the time I scout it and get my scouts back. Oh, there goes another frowny face. I almost feel confident enough to like move myself. But you can see where they just have like a smidgen of health. It's insane. Like, I can't believe it. Oh, there goes two more frowny faces. I mean, is this going to be like an all or nothing pass? Because, like, 17 does not want to give way. But I promise you, they're probably sitting there like, thinking that we're an unrelenting force. Because we, as a kingdom, our kingdom is not going to just sit here and just let the rally die. And if the rally does die, it's probably because this dude's ran out of troops or something of her own. But we'd come back and just get another report. So it's kind of funny because they're definitely just building up their deads. I know we're building up our deads, but like the comparison ratio is literally gonna be so astronomically like deferred. I don't even know. Finally, we got another rally that came in from our allies in 2715. Another one. And it looks like the pass will finally fall. I don't know if they're going to take it. Oh, and there it goes. And our alliance finally took it. Look at all those frowny faces. Oh, yeah. And now it's time to reinforce the pass before they start attacking the pass. And people are starting to run their way through and start deading their troops. Most insane fight. Let's see if we can find this report. Maybe we can find it in Lost Kingdom. Or maybe we can find it in... Well, see, I don't even know why I'm scouting now. That is completely funny. Give me 1 second. But it looks like we are definitely burning our way through their forces. 1 second. I'm going to see what I can do. See if I can get this report. Okay, here's the report. Whew. Now I know you guys probably want to see a lot more of the fighting, but oh my gosh. Like, this fight went on from 17. Wow, that is a long time. So many people from 17 committed. Like, just keeps going down the line, down the line, down the line, down the line, down the line. Like, I can't even get to the bottom of the report. Like, woo! Like, I wonder when we're gonna get there. It goes so far over, it goes off the page. That's insane. Okay. So, 889,000 dead. $859,000 severely wounded. So overall, from what we can see, just based on the stats, they almost took 1 million deaths, which is pretty insane. They took definitely a lot more severely wounded, but they don't have the same level of YSG, but I mean, that doesn't really matter as long as, I mean, it does, because honestly, we were hitting a lot harder, so it does matter, because Jute's YSG, and I think, if I can see this, yeah, Jute's YSG is completely expertised, whereas the enemy's YSG is literally 1 skill away, which is also actually a skill that I believe mattered for garrisoning. No, because it only matters for the city and watchtowers, so that doesn't matter. But to get the complete skill, it does matter for the expertise, because YSG needs the expertise to make him good. As you can see here, these are the buffs and what the difference in stats are. And we have clearly better cav defense than they do. Which, I mean, I'm guessing that people were just starting to throw any amount of troops in the rally. I don't know. Let me see if I can go over troops. Okay, so in comparison, Jutes only took 20,000 dead. That's not a lot. So when it comes to taking passes and stuff, that's why when people are afraid, like, about getting deads or whatever, and you can see where people started mixing troops in. It matters to not care, because the amount of deads, if everybody in your kingdom is equally contributing, taking 7, 9,000, 8,000, that's nothing. That's literally nothing. That's probably, I'd say, 5 or 6 days worth of rebuild up. But as we're going through this report, 30k 7 wounds, 153 severely wounded, 36,000, 21, 44, 18, 886. I believe this right here was the counter rally, because obviously you can see it's got 2 million troops. That's a lot of severely wounded. Then you got another 82,000, 2,000. I don't know if this was just shredded out the gate or... Oh no, it barely had any troops. Okay, I don't know what that was about then. 153,000, 89,000, 85,000, 2,000, 4,000, 12,000, 52,000, 7,000, 41, 200, something, 6,000. I'm not doing the full numbers. I'm just doing the bigger portion. 20,000, I'd say 60,000. It's close enough. I'm rounding up. 151,000, 50,000, 21,000, 62,000, another, from what I can tell, oh, so it looks like Ethelfled took over for a period of time. This must have been when I wasn't recording and I wasn't on, because I did not see an Ethelfled. But this report right here, that's big. In comparison, I mean, if I was to do this mathematically, like on paper, I could give full stats, but roughly I'm going to say we lost 800,000 less than they did on this report right here. And in terms of severely wounded, it's again another 800,000. So the margin is about an 800,000 difference. Then you go back to these small reports: 9,000, 4,000, 23, 1,000, 1,000, 84,000, 87, 39, 517. This is another counter rally. In comparison to 113, which that's 4 times the amount. 163,000, which is pretty much the full thing. Okay, that's not good. 19,000, 27,000, 125,000, and in comparison to 0. So this is all pretty much free kills. This is people walking into Jutes's YSG's AoE. When you see that there's 0 severely wounded from Jutes took no damage from this. So this is all up gain. This is all positive trade. And through this entire report, Jutes has had positive trade. Our kingdom has had positive trade. There's been no negative trade on our side. 14,000, 56,000, 20,000, 8,000, 20, 111, 53, 7, 14, 8, 23, 36, all with 0 on our side of trade. 143, 68, 29. I'm looking for the other, you know what? One. Okay, that's funny. I'm looking for the other counter right there. 342,000 in comparison to 214. So, I mean, still up gain, just not as big as some of the other ones. 17 to 87, which is like 7 times the amount. Something like that. I don't know. Or like 3 times, whatever. 90,000, 118,000 compared to 5,000. That's a huge up gain. I don't know why they brought a Herman and Joan of Arc. Makes no sense to me. 17, 2, 6, 27, 23. Getting a news break from Bitcoin. 3,000, 162,000, 4,000, 16,000, 1,000, 1, 1, 8. Where's the other counter rally? There's another one in here. I want to find that. If we scroll. But as you can see as I'm scrolling, I mean, if you kind of like can scan with your eyes pretty quickly, the trades have been all upside. There's been no downside in trades. And I mean, this is probably the longest report that I'm going over. Just to find, I don't know what's up with this. Like 2, 1, 13, like. We're going to find that other counter rally report in here somewhere. 96 in there. That's pretty good. 167. Oh, there we go. 284,000 upside. Okay, and then right here, I think this is where they did a switch off at some point. 763,000 to 1.24 million. So in hindsight, that's about 500,000 deads different, like dead ratio difference. The Sev wounds, same thing, pretty much. That's huge. Sev wounds 35,000. All across this board, like, and I'm going to go through this entire thing till we get to the bottom. Very little. Anything lower than 50,000, I'm not going to look at, because otherwise this thing will take forever. Oh, what was that? 52,000. Okay, that's pretty good. 154,000. Honestly, I have no clue what this was about, but whoever sent this, I think 17 needs to go to this person and ask them why they're bringing a level 10 Lancelot without any troops to a full thing. Like, what was even in this? Is this like T1? Yeah, it's T1. Oh my gosh. Why would you bring T1? It makes no sense. Oh, yeah. No, that was 38. Not even close to 50. Just scrolling. Oh. Like, what was in... Okay, so... Same guy. What was in it? T1 Siege. How do you... Why do you have 177,000 T1 Siege? That makes no sense to me. Okay, this might be an actual report. Like 87,000. Yeah, okay. 87,000 of that. T4 dead. It's pretty long. 11,000. Nope. I want to find... I bet you this is T1 or something. Yeah, more T1 Siege. I don't know why T1 Siege. Okay, here we go. Another with a Barca. Hold up. That was 4 times the amount, and that was a bad trade for them. Using a Barca, like, that makes no sense. Barca is not even good. Okay, ooh, we got some, well, no 7 wounds for the T5, but those T4 definitely ate it. We're still scrolling. Yeah, okay, this is where they switched off to the Richard in the E-Song. Don't know, again, why they did that. That was not very smart. Again, another, still though, again, I mean, they didn't lose much more than the last one, really. Because it looks to me like 715. Yeah, it's about the same. It's about 5,000, not 5,000, 500,000 dead ratio difference between us and them. So they've been just eating it. And I mean, this looks like a legit report. 116,000. Take a look at that. Make sure it's not T1. Nope. Okay. So that's a lot of T4, bro. And we're still scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Like, I don't even know when we're going to get to the bottom. Okay. I feel like if they're all 7 wounds, they're probably T1. So I'm not going to bother clicking on them because that makes no sense. Like, nobody wants to see a T1. Yeah. We're just wait and see. Yeah, same thing. It's like a full report, probably of nothing. Okay, this is probably legit. I don't know why they brought what they brought, but I mean, and that's again more positive trade. Like 0 7 wounds on our side, 69,000, 52. That's probably T1. Yeah, watch. I bet you I'm right. Nope. They ate the full thing? Okay. I take that back. Maybe some of these reports are T4, and they're just not very strong T4. Now I feel like I gotta click on them all. Like, I don't understand this. Why bring one commander with a mixed army and you're going to eat the full 7 wounds for it? I don't understand that. I don't. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Scrolling. Oh, yep, here we go. Ethelfled Imhotep, Rally. Probably not the smartest thing to bring. And again, in a season 1, everybody's new. So some people, they're just throwing stuff out there. They don't really know what's good. Ooh, okay. Another pass report. Okay, this report right here. This one's really good. So they got... Yep, I mean, we got less this time and they got more. And that's probably because of the Richard with the Charles. Because it's so tanky that it just eats it. Versus, like, I guess the one with Richard and Esong, which was about the same as the Charles Esong. Which, to me, that doesn't make sense because Richard can heal. But with Charles and Richard, the report damage factor, like, in terms of, like, deads, is a 700,000 difference. Like, that's insane. So, we've had a few of those reports. Ooh, we're building flags now. And that's insane. Again, a lot of T4 dead on their side. And no consequence to our side. Which I'm sure they have reports of some of our guys probably eating some deads too. But I'm pretty sure we got the positive upside. So, yeah. 14, 10, 0. Like, I don't understand what's up with all these, like, single target marches. Oh, I know what it's for. It's so that it spreads the damage. Yeah. Because when you send a march into something, at least that's what I would hope that they were thinking, because if they're just sending that many troops into there for no reason, that's kind of hilarious. But if you're sending troops into an Esong, the more it cuts Esong's percentage, because he's hitting multiple armies instead of the one in the past. So what they were doing is they were reducing Esong's damage by throwing marches at it so that it wasn't hitting as hard. It was hitting, like, I think the expertise or whatever the skill is, it does 15% less for each target hit. So that's pretty smart on their part. That's why we're seeing all those 0s and 1s and 80s and 10s and whatever. It's just to spread the damage, which to me is kind of broken, because if you're allowed to do that, that's not cool. Ooh. Okay, back to okay, this must be right at the very end, I'm guessing, toward the report, because as you can see, there's no millions. It's gone down by like hundreds of thousands. So still positive up trade on that one. More positive up trade. We're getting down. And finally, the pass was taken with, like, I want to say, like, thousands times the amount. And that's just because whoever they had in the past, that's who they had. Now, if we go back to the pass, as you can see, we've already started pushing 17 back. Cities are getting burned. People are dying. People are bubbling. They're emoticoning. But that doesn't change the fact that they lost the pass. So, yeah. But, alright, guys. I think this video has been a little bit long. But maybe in the next video, I'll show the mapping and everything so that you guys can see how far we've come and how far we're going to push them back, because I'm sure today there's going to be plenty of more wars and plenty of more reports that we're going to end up sitting on and I'd like to show those, hopefully, if I can get my hands on them at the end of KvK. But until next time, guys, you guys stay safe, have fun. It's been your Manson. I'm out.